If you didn't know, the Couch to Active 8-week experience is available in 3 unique formats. Get our online course for $99 that's independently done by you. Or do one-on-one coaching with me, which is your full VIP program to make sure you're getting it right. And brand new, the Pen Pal experience. Unique, fully pen and paper through the snail mail, you will complete the Couch to Active program. Choose the experience that will help you smile. Hey there, friends. Lynn Lundberg here, your Bad Couch Guru. Today, we are talking about the 2020 lifestyles. This is part of our diets series, number 3 of 20. And remember, friends, what is it? What is it? Diet culture is bad for your health. Healthy lifestyle is the goal. Education is power. So that's why it's okay to get educated about all these different diets. Because remember, this is a $72 to $78 billion industry. And there's a lot of things that are out there to be sold to you. So that's why we're doing this, as not necessarily advocating diets or diet culture. It's quite the opposite. It's more of a quick education to make sense of all the crazy. All right, 2020 lifestyles. This is probably one that you have not heard of unless you live in the Seattle area and you work for Microsoft, or you fly on Alaska Airlines and you look at their magazines. They have 2020 lifestyles ads in there all the time. At least they have for years. I don't know. We'll see after we can start flying again if they're still there. Okay, 2020 lifestyles. My experience with this is I have not actually gone through the program, but this is, let me tell you about what it is first, and then I'll tell you about my experience. This is an in-house, in-person program that is probably one of the most comprehensive programs out there. And when it comes to diets or dieting, they subscribe to that concept of the ultimate goal is intuitive eating, where you can have a lifestyle that you live, right? But they also know that there's a whole lot of education that has to happen. And they take people through a whole lot. So here we go. Let me just explain this real quick. It's a whole hands-on thing. When you do this, you go there in person. You have a doctor that supervises you. You have a registered dietitian that actually sits down with you and goes through food and what it looks like for you specifically. You have exercise physiologists, and you are assigned a personal trainer. And this program, actually, they do it in the Pro Sports Club gym that I used to work at, that I've talked about before. And when I worked there, I would see people in the dietitian's office working with them. And then I would see people, they'd come to my class with their personal trainer, and they'd introduce them, and they'd say, hey, this is Barbara or Joe, and they're doing this, and I'm their personal trainer. So we're going to, do this class together. Like literally massive hands-on. They also have licensed psychologists to work through all the psychology of this, and you get one-on-one support there. And you get a massive, massive amount of education around eating right, sleeping, stressful strategies to deal with stress, how to deal with celebrations, and all, your aunt's awesome food that she makes and would be offended if you didn't eat. Developing a strong network, just tons of education around that. And then they have long-term support also. So after your program ends, and your program is months to a year or more. I mean, really big, long-term. They still have you come in and get more and more support. The gym facility is amazing. I've talked about it a little bit before. The staff is amazing. They pay their staff really well there. That was partly why I worked there, is one, because they do really, really great work and they only hire the best staff. So I wanted to work with the best and around the best, but also because they just do a lot of things really right. So, of course, how do they make their money? Where's their revenue coming from? They've got a couple of things. One is, this is an expensive program. thousands. Yes. It's one of those you can't find on the website, exactly how much it is. However, you got to weigh out how much it's costing you with health issues now compared to this. I believe they do some remote coaching, but it's just not quite the same. They also have some revenue through some supplements and meal planning, but it's truly not the focus there. It's more the everything else we just talked about. This is amazing for people with special circumstances, people who have different medical issues. They find out if you have metabolic syndromes and how to deal with those. They deal with all kinds of just detailed medical issues that you have. So it's really good for them. And they call themselves a weight loss clinic. And they're very much body positive. They're very much, loving yourself. They're advocates of that. But they also don't shy away from the fact that they are focusing on that weight loss is a piece of it. And they're not going to pretend that it's not. They also take insurance. So some parts of this program can be paid by insurance. And so my recommendation is who would this program be good for? 2020 Lifestyles is definitely good for anybody who this fits, who lives in the Seattle area and is a Microsoft employee with Microsoft insurance. Oh my. I would love it when our insurance is not tied to our employer, but that's a whole nother podcast. Okay. Who is this not good for? I really think that the staff here are fabulous. They have great results. So I think it's good for anybody, but the cost and the location is a big barrier. So really the purpose and the importance of knowing this is to know that these kind of programs do exist out there. And there are people who are really, truly doing it right. Would I do this program? Absolutely. Yeah. If I lived over there and I had the thousands to put towards it, or decided I wanted to make that a priority, I would absolutely do this program. The education that I would get out of it, the support, the relationships, the friendships, all of that would be just an amazing experience to have. Let's see. What else do I want to say about this one? Bad stuff? Not necessarily. I think. Okay. This is one experience I do have from this program, though. I knew all about this program for years, like 10 years. And then about, 2 or 3 years ago, the main doctor of this program, Dr. Delmonico, co-published a book called The Love Diet. And this book actually takes you through the 7 stages of the program. That's right. So so thousands of dollars to go through it, or $20 to buy the book, and you've got the basic information there. Now, obviously, having the book and the framework is entirely different and substandard to going through the program with somebody. But if you're interested in learning more about, like, what are these 7 stages? What do they say? Eat during stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. The book is there. Now, I went through the first 4 stages of the food of the book, The Love Diet. I actually lost 10 pounds in a month, but I was white knuckling it, and it was an obsessive thing. And after about week 3, I think I was exercising too much for the food. And so after about week 3, so that was a mistake that I made. I was getting lightheaded. I was getting brain fog. So I think I was not executing the program perfectly for myself. But it's still fascinating that they have that book. It's called The Love Diet. You can get it on Amazon or get it from 2020 Lifestyles. So friends, I will put the link to 2020 Lifestyles in the show notes, and I'll put a link to the book, The Love Diet. And if you have more questions about it, reach out to me. Alrighty, friends, that is number 4 of 20. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye now. If you haven't been exercising consistently but always wanted to, the Couch to Active 8-week experience is a great opportunity to make you succeed. Head over to couchtoactive.com and sign up for the online course, Coaching with Lynn, or the brand new pen and paper Pen Pal experience today at couchtoactive.com.